welcome back to my channel. I'm gonna try and do this in one straight cut, so let's get it started. My name is Erin, if you're new here. I am 17, I live in Maryland, oldest of 4. I'll make a whole video about that. This video is actually because, as you can see, I'm in a hospital. I'm currently in Johns Hopkins in Baltimore, and I just wanted to make a video kind of explaining what's going on with my health, basically. Just so I can have it all documented in one place, and I want to use this channel kind of as a way to track my life and also just my progress with this. So a little bit of background. Back in 2018, the last 6 months of 2018, I lost a total of 30 pounds, which sounds like a lot. I lost it over 6 months, so not that much, but it's still enough where it took a toll on my body. So basically, there's this thing called SMA, superior mesenteric artery. Now, this artery is one that comes off of, so basically you have your artery running down your spine, like this is your back, your front. It branches out, and then in between it runs your duodenum, which connects your stomach to your intestines. What happens is there's a fat pad around this SMA artery, well, superior mesenteric artery. There's a fat pad around it. When I lost all this weight, that fat pad depleted itself, and so the arteries that are running like this with my intestines through it, they clamped. So my intestines, they were pinched shut. They couldn't do anything. I was eating food and it wasn't going anywhere. It was making me actually very sick. I went 3 weeks of throwing up nonstop. And I know that sounds crazy, but we thought that it was just a virus at first. We thought that it was my anxiety. It was not. It got to the point where I looked seriously ill, and my doctor said, okay, I need you to pick either Georgetown or Children's, and I need you to go and have them do a full workup on her because there's something wrong and we can't figure it out at our local hospital. So that's when, that was January. I was admitted to Children's. I got a feeding tube put in, gained my weight back, and thought that everything was okay. Now, while this was all happening, we also met with a Dr. Garcia, which I love him. He's a surgeon at Hopkins, and my mom was doing a little bit of research on SMA, and she found that he had done a procedure on a girl who had a case very similar to mine, and that it really helped her. So we made an appointment with him in February to come down and just get a consult to see, what he thought, based on my case, what he thought the options were for me. Essentially, when that happened, my tube actually broke that day. It was really messed up and clogged, and so he was the one that actually told me to start with a fully liquid diet and get back to eating foods regularly, and that really helped me. But yeah, he's been involved from the beginning. So then come to June, I was doing good for a couple months, finished out school, was getting a little bit of a groove back, boom, got sick again. This was back in June. It was right after I got my car, I got my license, all in the same day, and then 2 days later I got sick and ended up going into the hospital, and I was in the hospital for 2 weeks. I spent about a week and a half in January and about 2 weeks in the hospital in June. Now, instead of going to Children's in June, we came down to Hopkins because we had Dr. Garcia down here, and we figured we might as well just come down here. It's a little better. Just personally, we like it better. We had another NJ tube placed, which normal feeding tubes, they just go up your nose, down your throat, into your stomach. So that way your stomach gets the food. Back in January, the blockage that I had was past my stomach, and so they had to run my tube up my nose, down my throat, through my stomach, past the blockage. So it was a lot, and I was constantly hungry because nothing was going into my stomach. It sucked. Back in June, I could still eat a little bit, so I had the tube and I could eat, but I wasn't eating enough that I could go without a tube, so it was just kind of a 50-50 thing. Yeah. trying to look at some of the questions. So what is SMA? Explain that. How does it happen? It's just from a really rapid weight loss. There's nothing else that really causes it.
No.
Sorry, she came to get my trash. So can you prevent it? Not that I know of. If you could, I would have tried. The symptoms for it, just constant stomach pain. It's not fun, and it sucks really, but the pain is right about here, and that's it, pretty much exactly where it is, and I can feel it's actually a little bit swollen. So the treatment options are basically, you have to gain your weight back, and you either can do that through an NJ tube, which is I don't remember what it stands for, but it has to do with going through your nose. It's literally in the name. That's a little bit more of a temporary solution. A more permanent solution with a feeding tube is where they put it directly into your stomach. And then there's also the surgical route, and there's a couple different surgeries. The one that we are having done, well, the one that I'm having done is a bypass surgery. So basically they're gonna take and it's drawn up on there, but so your stomach connects to your duodenum, I think. I don't know, I get it so mixed up, and I'm on so many meds, I'm sorry. But it basically curves, and your SMA runs down. So SMA is like this, curves around and comes back. They're gonna connect these two parts so that in case it can't get around that little curve, it has an alternate route so that I'll be able to function. And we knew that this was an option from the beginning, and I'm really thankful that we're finally all on board with doing it, because it's taken a long time. We're now in August, so it's been a long road, but I'm actually excited to see if this works. My surgeon, he really thinks that this is going to be the trick, so I'm really hoping that it works. But basically, it's a laparoscopic, I don't know how to say that word correctly, but they're very tiny incisions. They basically put a camera in through my belly button, and then they make 2 or 3 other incisions, and they just go in and they connect them so that there's an alternate route, and then they just have to go through and make sure that it functions properly. He said that the operation itself takes about 2 hours, and it'll probably happen tomorrow afternoon, and then after that there's about 2 days recovery in the hospital, but then after that just a very soft diet, but I can eat pretty much whatever I want. So as soon as I'm done, I'm gonna go back to work because I got stuff to pay off. Sitting in the hospital is not helping me pay it, but it is what it is. I'm just glad that they finally see that surgery is needed, because this is now the 3rd time that I've been admitted, and yeah, they're really hesitant to do surgery on anyone, but especially with my case, it was really confusing, and it doesn't definitively say this is SMA. There are a lot more clear-cut cases aside from mine, but we're all pretty convinced that, you know, this has happened 3 times now. I'm pretty sure that it's the same thing. So yeah, I'll do a whole video tomorrow, or I'll try to do a video as much as I can tomorrow of the procedure. Well, not the procedure itself, but I'll let you guys know how it goes. And then yeah, I'll keep vlogging for the rest of my time here. Hopefully I'll be out before this weekend. It's only Monday, so hopefully I'll be out before this weekend. So yeah, hope you guys like this video. Go ahead and subscribe if you love me. Like this video, comment any more questions or anything really, just be nice. But leave like suggestions down below because I need more ideas on what to make. I want to make so many more videos, but I just have no idea what to do, like where to start. I just need a jumping off point. So give me a bunch of questions that you guys want answered and I will make as many videos as you want. Thanks for watching. Bye.